Welcome to the Barstool Beach House recap show. What we're dealing with is a new type of reality programming, a show where Barstool personalities are living at the beach for the month of August, and it all appears online. It's on Clips, it's on X, it's on Instagram, it's on TikTok, and if you missed any of that, don't worry, because you can see everything and hear everything on this show every single week. An explosive cast, an incredible amount of drama the first week, and why don't we get right on into it? We have our cast right here in front of us. I guess we can go down the line. We have Nicky Smokes, bad boy, who's here with his ex-girlfriend, Annika. Brianna, obviously a massive social media star. How'd they get you to do the show in general?
I just wanted a free vacation, want to get tan.
Yeah. Perfect place to do it. Kadic, obviously, I need to tell you right now, I was wrong about you. I was worried coming into this that that you were just going to be a wallflower or just be out of the drama. You've been everything, and I think that people are trying to say Tommy Smokes is America's sweetheart. In reality, Katic, you're America's sweetheart right now.
God. Thanks, Ron.
Blossoming. I think there's only room for one America's sweetheart. Ella, how are you feeling this morning? Hungover or maybe still drunk a little bit?
Yeah, I have no idea. It's fucking wicked right now, dude.
A little Flash IV will help that out 100%. Una, our youngest cast member, still an intern at Barstool. How's it going? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I had a fun weekend. I'm obviously still super new at Barstool, and I didn't even know most of the people here, but I love everyone, and I'm having a blast.
That's so sweet. Annika, obviously, you're in a very interesting and compromising situation at some times, but it's your first time down the Jersey Shore. Has it met your expectations thus far?
Yeah, I think the Jersey Shore is a lot crazier than I expected it to be, and I find it very funny that people tell you that everybody is like Guido, that Nick is exactly like everybody from Jersey, and then you actually get here and literally 100% of the people here are the Guido type. And
They
I love
actually
it.
are?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're Guido'd out here?
Yeah.
Is that a slur, Dante? Can people say Guido
Wait,
like
is that
that?
Guido's fine. Guido's fine. Yeah.
WAP, Dago.
Appropriated culture in the world.
Most
Preach.
oppressed culture. Danny and Jackie, everybody's favorite couple. Are we allowed to say couple? Is that a fair thing to say?
Just a couple of kids having a great time. Your words, not mine.
No, I mean, it's almost so awkward already, but it's obviously weekend one. But it was fun. I feel like we accomplished. I don't know.
Do you feel pressure to everybody's kind of waiting on this relationship?
No.
Do you feel pressure about that?
I legitimately it kind of started as leaning into it, but I don't know. I kind of had fun, legitimate fun.
Same.
But I'm just awkward because there's pressure on it, obviously. But I'm having fun. I feel like we've had conversations off camera, being is this for cameras or not? And I think we both agreed it's not. Really?
Correct.
I don't. No. Oh no! Wait. But it's not. Oh my god. But we're not official. I'm freaking out. Oh my god.
Who pulled who for a chat?
You nailed it. Took the words right out of my mouth.
I don't know.
That's nice. I think
Am
people
I
are,
remembering that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people are rooting for it. But we'll get into all the specifics. Dante, did you make it to church this morning?
Yeah, 8 a.m. mass.
What was the
St. Denis.
What was the gospel?
It was about Alfred Nobel and how he completely turned his life around after a obituary came out while he was still alive.
That's a good gospel.
He was actually a good priest.
Maybe all 10 of us go to church next week. Maybe it's a group thing, you know what I mean? Get right with God. And then Tommy Smokes over here nursing a...
I got bit by a spider. Mike said I should ice it, and I took a Benadryl.
You cannot be America's sweetheart when you acting like this.
Well,
This is
I don't
not
know what your angle is here, Adam, of trying to strip me of America's sweetheart title. I'm not sure what you're doing, but I don't think you're being very fair and objective right now. If the streets are saying I'm America's sweetheart, then I'm fucking America's sweetheart.
Fair enough. Maybe you've earned it. And there's been so much that's happened, but I think the best way that we do this is we go through it all chronologically. And so we start on Thursday because every day had its own speed bumps, its own bits of drama, its own clips that we all saw online. Well, first, before we even get into that, how's like everybody's screen time? Like, how much time have we been spending on the screen? Can we check our screen times? Like, if we have phones, like, what are we looking at?
I don't bring my phone out.
Kadic like changed the game for me. Like we just stopped bringing our phones out when we go out, and it like changed everything.
Well, so I'm big on like when we were sitting out hibachi last night, everyone was just like glued to their phone, and I'm like, guys, like, put your fucking phones down. Let's just like chill and talk. And so I just stopped. I just started.
They're checking their screen time.
So Thursday I didn't bring my phone out to the bar. Friday didn't bring my phone. Saturday didn't bring my phone. It's awesome because like I was telling all of them, like we have people that are doing everything for us, like taking videos of us and posting. So like all we have to worry about is ourselves and just having a great time.
Taking your tarp off at Osprey.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, Nicky, if you don't bring your phone out, what do you do cocaine off of?
Right here on my hand.
Okay, that's nice. And of course, Barstool Beach House is brought to you by Body Armor Flash IV. Body Armor Flash IV delivers faster, longer-lasting hydration with over 2,000 milligrams of electrolytes and no artificial dyes, flavors, or sweeteners like those other drinks. So whether you're training, traveling, working hard, feeling the heat, maybe you're a little bit hungover, make sure you're working hard and hydrating hard with Body Armor Flash IV. Grab yours at your local 7-Eleven convenience store today. So let's get into Thursday. I thought Thursday was really fun, and right away we got into conversations that you, Nicky, were having with Una. I feel like that was one of the first things that we saw, and I think that we might even have some of these clips. Yeah, there's clips right away of Nicky talking to Una. And as we see that clip, it seems like there's a flirtatious air to what was going on there. Confirmed, denied, did it feel flirtatious? What was going on from your perspective?
I feel like that's one of like the most normal like bar clips out there, and like we were just sitting there and we were about to move to the other side of the bar, and I'm a little flirty with everyone. Like when I'm drunk, it's not like I'm going out of my way to like. Handsy, flirty, whatever.
Skip Bria, Mike.
But no, I wouldn't say it was like intentionally like, oh, I'm trying to pick up Una. Like
right.
It wasn't that type of flirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Una. I mean, I'd like to hear your perspective.
I didn't think he was necessarily like going to pick up Una, but obviously, like I don't know Nick. I don't know Nick like that, and like I definitely got the impression. I don't think it's crazy to say that he is a flirty guy, and I mean, I've only heard things about you. I didn't know you. It's Thursday night. I think we're friends now. But yeah, I didn't know what the vibe was, and I felt like you were flirty, which is fine, but that's why I said it.
You said what?
Well, like, I'm assuming we're getting to the part where I told Bree that he was, like, flirty with me, and I would say he was, and whether or not he's like that with everyone, like, which it seems like he might be, that's fine, but yeah, I don't know.
You said he was flirting with you to Bree? Or Bree, how do you remember that conversation?
Don't remember much of the weekend, but I remember her being uncomfortable with him and coming up to me and being like, he's a weirdo. And she's like 22, so I got really protective over her. He is a weirdo. You're touchy. We've talked about this a lot. Yeah, like even like when we were like making up and I was like, don't touch me like that. That's weird. Like, you're just touchy.
Yeah, I'm touchy. And I think last night, like I was walking around with my hands up the entire time, but I think where we disconnected in terms of Una is that I think we both heard two completely different stories. Yeah. You heard the polar opposite of what I was told. So I guess like that's where my confusion came from, because I was never once told like, oh, like I think you're being too much. I think you're being a weirdo. I didn't hear any of that. Yeah. So like when you said that, I was like, where the fuck did that come from? Like I was like shocked almost like when you came up and said that to me.
Yeah. Well, then I was like mad at Una in the morning because I felt like you were like playing both sides, and then I kind of looked like a dick. But I still just wanted you to be safe around.
And like I understand you coming like up, like trying to be the big sister. Like obviously, the word this wasn't straight by any means.
We'll get to that in a second, but yeah. I just want to hear Una's a little bit more of your perspective from what was going on. From
my perspective, I don't think I gave two different stories, but I see how it got lost in translation. Like, I do see how, me saying maybe to Bree that, like, obviously it's my first night. I'm thrown into this. It's everyone's first night. I don't really know what's going on. I don't know Nick. I felt like he was pretty flirty. I felt like he can be a little touchy, and I don't think that I didn't mean to come off as I feel unsafe or like I need maybe help, but I understand how Bree is going to hear me say that and feel like she wants to like go to bat for me, which I appreciate. But yeah, Nick and I are good, and I think we were good. I think I was just kind of, first of all, I was pretty drunk, obviously, but I also was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how flirty he is with everyone. I don't know if this is like, if I'm in my head about this. But yeah, I think it was kind of a misunderstanding.
And I also want to clarify, yes, definitely touchy, but by no means am I groping and grabbing people's asses and shit like that.
No, touchy.
So Annika, you just rolled your eyes at that.
There's a clear-cut clip of, and I'm not saying it happens all the time. I'm not saying it was creepy. I'm not accusing you of anything. It's just the clip is literally hand from ass down leg. And so I do think there's an aspect that you're a little more touchy than, it's like touching my friends. I don't think you'd ever touch most of your male friends the way you touch females.
He touches me like that.
Yeah, we touch each other all the time.
That's just my 2
So you think
cents.
that there's a difference when he's touching Kadic in a playful way and he's touching a girl's ass in a sexual way?
I think there's an aspect of sexuality to that. Yeah, of course.
Right. And so do you think he's being dishonest, saying I never touch anybody like that?
I don't think he's being dishonest. I think he views it differently, and I think you just being touchy the way you are doesn't come across all that well sometimes, and that's, yeah.
And that's just, it's kind of I don't know, I don't want to say South Florida, it's just very flirtatious. We touch, we flirt, that's just kind of how it is.
So I have a comment from a viewer. It said, Juan from South Beach said, "Why is everybody giving Nicky Smokes such a hard time about getting a little handsy? We're Latinos from South Beach. We speak with our hands. We're passionate people.
Right.
Just let us Latinos be Latinos." Is it just part of your Latino culture?
Yeah, growing up in South Florida, I'm Italian, I'm not Latino, but
what?
Huh?
You're not Latino?
No, I'm Italian.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But my best friend back home, he's Venezuelan. It is kind of a culture thing.
That counts.
I don't even know if that's Latino. Look, I'm not here to do geography, okay? But
Venezuelan is Latino. Yes.
Okay, all right, so I'm good. But yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how we are. That's we dance, we touch, we flirt. That's just that's the norm. And then you meet people from other areas where that's not the norm. And I'm just glad that if they came out, they checked me. If it's not straight, I'll walk around with my hands up like I did last night.
Well, that was obviously being a sarcastic way to deal with it, putting your hands up.
I also think maybe if Nicky had been acting the exact same way that he was Thursday last night, I wouldn't have even said anything, but it was so new and I'd met him a few hours earlier and I was not overwhelmed, unbearably, but I think multiple people probably felt a little overwhelmed, first night, what's going on? And so I think that's probably a big aspect of why I said anything at all, just because it was the first night and I don't know him and I don't know that he's Latino adjacent. I didn't know that, so.
Is there a part of you that when you look back at what you told Brianna, is there a part of you that you could see how you made it seem like he was creepy in a way that was maybe inappropriate, not just you were feeling flirted with?
I think it's such a sensitive subject, and I think a lot of the times when anyone hears a girl say, "Oh, he's kind of being a freak, he's kind of flirty," that raises ears or whatever the phrase is. I don't fucking. No, it's people's heightens people's whatever. People just are hyper aware. I don't know, dude. I'm working on it. I don't know. I just think it's a very people kind of hear that, and I get why. I do get why Bree heard me say that. I'm obviously new here. I obviously I don't know Bree that well either. Bree might have felt I'm the new girl. I need to be protected or defended a little bit, and I get why she did that. I didn't ask her to, go to bat for me, but I understand why she felt the need to.
And then we get to the situation in the car where we're having some girl talk, and girl talk turns into throwing around the R word.
I'll say I didn't know. I was really, really drunk in the car. I didn't know that word was said till the next morning. I missed it in the car. I don't know how much that matters, but I didn't I don't know. I didn't get that in that conversation. I didn't hear it.
So Sabrina from the West Village said, "Why are we letting?" No, different. Or maybe, I don't know. So why are we letting Brianna hide behind the locker room talk excuse? Calling someone the R word who didn't actually do that hurts actual sexual assault survivors. Will we allow guys to get away with the locker room talk excuse? What do you think about that comment, or just your usage of that phrase in correlation to Nicky Smokes?
I apologize to Nicky Smokes about that, and I obviously was drunk, and I told him I wouldn't tweet Nicky Smokes as a rapist. I wouldn't actually accuse you of that. I was just talking to people, and it's a reality show, so everything's posted.
Right. And
Yeah.
so is there say again?
That was a good answer.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dante.
Thanks, Dante.
No, tell social media lady to pump the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's a good forum for you to be able to defend yourself against social media people, and I think that there are elements of girls will be if you're fucked up, being like, that guy's a creep.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the gist of it?
That was my gist of it. Yeah, I wasn't actually obviously accusing you of rape.
Yeah, but obviously, if you felt like you were being accused of that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like Deshaun Watson type shit. Well, I think he.
Well, he
did
it.
Yeah, he did it. So it wasn't Deshaun Watson shit, but yeah, no, I mean, hearing that obviously rubbed me the wrong way. And when I first clicked on the clip, I didn't even make it to the part where she said that, and then someone sent it to me. She's like, "Yo, she called you a rapist." And that was the first time where I felt like I needed to speak up and say something, because that's just not straight. And this is nothing new to you. We talked about it. We hashed it out. Obviously, was I pissed? Am I still kind of bothered by it a little bit? Yeah, and I think that's normal. But I think we've moved past that over the last 2 days, and it is what it is.
Why are you bothered by it?
I mean, I was called a rapist.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see why that would bother you. Do you feel like it sticks though? Do you feel like
that's the last? That's a good point, Ron. Also, she's a megastar, and the last thing I need is people putting that word and associating with me, especially in a public space. So yeah, it's just something I don't want anywhere near my name.
Well, then there was a clip that came out right after that of you. I mean, we could even just look at it of you crying. I just want to kind of get eyes on it.
Yeah.
See, that's you crying.
Yeah, no, I was very emotional, and I was telling the people that were in the room with me, I was raised by a single mother. I love my sister very, very much. They're both tattooed on my arms, and I know people that have been raped. So when that shit is on my name, it makes me emotional, because I would never in a million years even think about doing something like that. And you could see in that clip, it bothered me. And I was just thinking about, my mom, and, if she were to see this, hearing that word around the son she raised, it affected me.
Brianna, you're hearing him get emotional. How does that make you feel?
I've said sorry so many times. I feel like we're kind of beating a dead horse.
Yeah, well, it is a recap show. We just want to be able to talk about it, and especially if this is a new discovery, him being emotional and getting patronizingly tapped on the shoulder, but a little patronizing.
And I am I'm a very emotional person. I think Annika will tell you that firsthand. And that's a side that people don't really see of me that much online, but once you start drinking and hanging out, and like you said, it's reality, so everything's being recorded. All sides are open.
Well, I mean, by that moment, you had everybody behind you, it seemed like. After that first day, you're crying, the internet's rallying behind you, and somehow you still found a way to fuck it up over the next couple days.
Yeah.
But we could stay on Thursday. Kadic, what was Thursday night like for you? What were you doing on Thursday?
The greatest night ever. So me and Ella went in. We were at Osprey. The dude said, "Take your shirt."
We went to DJs on Thursday.
Oh, Friday was the best night of my life. Thursday. Oh, I got chicken tenders.
Yeah.
So I got chicken.
Fight me over that.
So I got chicken tenders. I came back into the house and I looked to my right. I was the happiest guy ever. Got my food and I looked to my right and Smokes just sulking in his hands, and I'm like, dude, get the fuck up. I just brought tenders back.
Yeah.
That was Thursday for me. Oh, and then I went over to the neighbors, met the neighbors. Jacqueline, I think her name was Jacqueline.
Dude, you love the neighbors.
Yeah,
You went back and forth multiple times.
They were awesome.
It seems like people have really been rallying behind you. Why do you think that is?
I think just, I don't know, my overall vibe and energy is just always uplifting. I'm always waking people up in the morning, getting the vibes right, make sure everyone's good, they need anything. And so I'm just an all-time vibes, energy, whatever people need.
Kadic gave a players-only pump-up speech Friday afternoon. Or was it yesterday? Yesterday. And I was like ready to run through a brick wall.
Windshield's bigger than the rear view for a reason. Always looking forward, never in the past.
Yeah, what a great decision to not go to the NFL and just do shit like this.
Right.
This is way more fun than the
so
NFL.
Football practice.
It's so sick.
It's so sick. So I mean, while we're talking, we could get into your awesome Friday night if you want.
Fucking weirdo. So Friday, we went to Leggett's for lunch. We're drinking all day. We go to Osprey. I take my shirt off immediately. I didn't have my shirt on all night, as one would do. And we are in the bathroom, and there are all these bagpipers, and they were all in there like their kilts and everything. And like me and Ella were going to the bathroom, and we were talking to these guys, and they were like, "You're coming up on stage with us." I was like, "Okay, like I'm down." And then so me and Ella go to the bathroom. These guys are out waiting for us in the hallway in front of everyone. They're like, "No, we're not going on stage without Ella and Mike." I'm like, "Okay." So we follow these bagpipers onto stage, and then Sean Patrick, the lead singer of the band that was playing, let me sing with them the whole second set. I sang probably like 15 songs with these guys. I grabbed one of their guitars and I was just playing. Like, I didn't know how to play the guitar, but I was just like air strumming, and like I played. It was amazing. Bree was up there. We were singing together. It was one of the greatest nights of my life.
It sounds beautiful. And I feel like coming into this entire experience, there was almost not friction between the two of you guys, but it was like a bit of a storyline.
Yeah.
And then as we've watched over the last 3 days, you guys are so on the same page and you guys are having so much fun. Ella, where was it at when you came in, your guys' relationship, and where is it at now?
I mean, honestly, like when all that shit went down on the yak, I think it's always the same as it had been. But like online, it just looked so bad. Like I never thought he was like a creeper, weirdo. I was just like, dude, I don't want this live because how people would paint him. We just like always have this banter back and forth. And I don't know, like Hoosiers unite, you know? Yeah. And like having so much more fun because like I never went out with you at home. But like now like we're going out and shit and that's fun. So yeah.
Kadic, I also saw just a nice peck that you and Brianna shared. Yeah. I thought that was nice.
It was sick.
Can we raise our hands if we've kissed someone through this short time? Okay, about half and half. You know, a little bit more.
You kissed someone in the house?
Oh no.
Oh.
Just anybody. Anybody. Any kisses that have happened. I mean, I'm just curious about kisses that have happened. Dante, no kisses yet? Just the blood of Christ. Yeah, I mean, I think that people are just immediately just infatuated by the energy that you guys have. Is there anything romantic there?
Us too.
Yeah.
I'm down, but she's shut me down a couple times.
Yeah, like not really for me. I don't know.
I appreciate your honesty.
It makes one of us.
It makes one of us, dude.
Ella, are you what's your goal this summer?
Probably just like not get in my head and like start spiraling, you know? Like I came into this like I can be like a really good time or I can fucking just plummet and like get so in my head and hate myself. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try not to like read the comments. But it's so hard because our videos are so funny. I want to watch them.
Yeah, it's been amazing. So let's get on to Friday. Obviously, you guys kind of squashed everything in the morning. You apologized. You had it out with Una. Everybody got into the same page where it seemed like everything had kind of calmed down for a nice quiet day. And that's when I think that people started to really focus in on what Danny and Jackie were doing, because night one, I think people got a sense of it and they started to root for it. And then they're like, okay, night two, it needs to happen. And you talked a little bit about feeling some of that pressure. Was that pressure mounting by Friday?
By Friday, I mean, like,
I don't think so. I mean, that's crazy to be like, you've known her for 24 hours and you haven't hooked up with her yet. I'm just playing the long game.
But there's a lot of online. It wasn't just 24 hours. There's like a lot of online back and forth. Everybody's kind of they want this to happen.
I said this in the clip. Like, the way I move outside the villa, I don't know how else to phrase it, is like I am so slow. Like 3 days for me is like I get so freaked out easily that like 3 days for me it was like, oh, that's such normal pace. But then everyone was kind of like, I mean, like I probably need the help to like pick up the pace, but that's the only pressure that I would say is just like the pacing for me was probably like more than I would have done.
We had to adjust to reality TV time, and it moves a little faster than normal time.
Like, and just, yeah, like everyone there. But then I kind of also almost fucked it up on Friday.
How?
Just kind of being like drunk and flirty, I guess. But to be fair, I didn't like watch the clips. Nicky, you did show me like the 2 clips that I was being flirty, but there was a lot more that I didn't see.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe we could play some of those clips.
No,
like God. I'm not in. Like I didn't initiate that.
Were you hiding a glow stick from her, trying to make her grab it?
No, I think I like tapped her on the forehead with it, and like I put it behind my back.
So you're hiding a glow stick from her, to making her. Or like there's another one
where it
where
didn't look like she was going for the glow stick in that clip.
I can't. I haven't even seen this clip. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God.
And you can almost see in this clip the side eye from Danny a little bit. What's going through your head as you're kind of trying to...
Oh my God.
I'm literally just listening to John Summit.
But you're not dancing. You said you danced with everybody. You're not dancing with Danny in this clip.
Well, that's because like Jackie like put her hands out. We started dancing, vibing to the same song.
Yeah, like I mean,
like you could obviously tell like we're all fucking.
Oh my God, Jackie. Oh my God.
But she also put her hands up like this, and then you went to go grab again. And then there's the side eye from Danny, who you say is your boy.
Yeah, and look, like I said earlier, like we dance. Like I dance with everyone. Like yes, a little touchy, and to Danny's credit, not his credit, like in terms of like yes, him and Jackie, it was everyone's like favorite couple, right? But like they've never dated at that, like they've never even hooked up at that point. But like man to man.
So you felt like she's still fair game?
Mm-hmm. No, like I never wanted to get with Jackie. Like that's just how I am. I'm touchy. I'm dancing, and like I feel like they all know that now. But
Danny?
Like man to man though, like if I watching that back, like knowing how Danny feels about her now, like yeah, I crossed the line and I apologize and I told you that.
I mean, like that's
I just wanted to be known, like I didn't like go out of my way to like initiate all of this, like.
Some of them you were. I'm saying yeah. Obviously we're not like actual couple, haven't dated, whatever, quote unquote fair game. I was mad that you were like in the clips later that night. You were like, you really think I would just go up to Jackie and try to steal her in front of you? And then I made an edit where you proceeded to do exactly that.
Yeah, but like, what do you think it like steal? Like, you think I'm actually like trying to come back with Jackie? Like, you know deep down in your heart, like you don't believe that.
I just don't think you have the track record for you to have it. Like, no one is going to give you the benefit of the doubt with your track record, and that's something you have to be careful of, that you were just not careful about at all. So yes, there is a chance that someone would think that you are in fact trying to sleep with Jackie. I'm not saying that was the case. It's just, yeah, of course people would perceive it as such.
Right. And you're right. I definitely have a track record, but also it takes 2 people to tango.
Yeah, I was like, I'm clearly
everyone
not
wants to
innocent
come at
in
me,
that.
but like, how about like everyone else that's up?
I'm not
like,
saying that
maybe
like
you shouldn't sleep with Nicky Smokes.
No, like I.
Yeah, it's actually Jackie's fault.
No, I'm not saying it's my fault. Like, but I'm not saying I'm like not. I guess I am being pretty touchy in that clip. Like, I'll admit that. I don't think I want. I don't want to consciously hook up with Nicky. So I don't really know what the fuck happened there.
You were also like, you were so drunk. Like, she was so drunk.
So drunk.
She was, like,
I was so drunk.
Like, that's the thing. We're all so drunk. Like, people will say that. It's like, well, we're also all fucking drunk.
But I think Brianna's point is
back,
there's a level when someone's falling over. It's like if you're really drunk and it's like everyone's drunk and giggling like Kadic drunk, it's like it's not a threatening like problem, but it's like if someone's falling over, it turns into a different thing. Is that kind of the gist of what you're saying?
Yeah, and I think that's why Annika was like freaking out when we got back at you, because it was like she was so drunk and you're like all over her. It's just not a good look for you. Is why Annika was mad.
Definitely, like 100%. But like there's
those
also
those
clips where she's all over me as well.
See, when you say things like this, you're like, bro, why do you think I would ever do that? And you're like, you see, she was all over me.
Well,
I kind of feel like you just want to prove that you could, and that's.
No.
I still think that's scummy, even though nothing happens.
I think that's a lot of, and maybe you haven't admitted it to yourself, but I think that is a lot of your game being like, I could if I wanted to.
Yeah. Which is fine, just admit it.
And then maybe that's something where I'll go back, listen, watch it, and like that's something I'll learn about myself. I guess subconsciously don't think I'm doing that, but if it comes off that way, I do apologize for that. And
well, I think when you've done this a couple times when you say, if I did this, then I apologize, which is like, that's not a real apology. Like that creates a world where you didn't do it. And like you either own it and apologize or be like, I didn't do it and I don't apologize.
I own it. I apologize. I didn't mean to overstep. I take full
it's
accountability.
Not, again, it's not overstepping. It's you saying you aren't going to do it, then doing it, and then not owning up to it. That's just frustrating, that part. No matter what we're talking about.
There was Bill's Mafia online said, if Jackie is actually into Danny, she definitely owes him to not get shit-faced plastered 3 nights in a row and to continue to put him in a no-win spot. Otherwise, a part of her may be drinking that much to avoid the pressure of everybody watching this, wanting them to hook up if she's not feeling it.
Before Jackie says anything, I feel like I'm just going to say really quick, I don't think she owes anyone not getting plastered 3 nights in a row on a fucking reality show.
Agreed.
I'll say that really quick. Like,
yeah, God forbid a girl gets plastered 3
We're
nights
all
in a
getting
row.
plastered 3 nights in a row.
Jackie doesn't owe anyone shit. I love her and Danny, but I don't think she owes anyone anything.
She doesn't owe you shit, Danny.
Thanks. I think night 3, I chilled out a little bit. We can give me a little bit of. I mean, it wasn't like
you were mixing in waters.
I was mixing in waters. So.
And was that a reaction tonight too?
Yeah, that was like. I mean, obviously, like I wasn't sober, but I at least chilled out a little bit there. No, but you handled it like really well, and I'm sorry that I was kind of being.
It's all right. Again, I know we're not. It's a weird show, weird circumstances. You could do whatever you want. That's all. I was more just mad at Nikki for reasons I already said.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys had a bit of a confrontation in your bedroom where, there were some bro hugs, but there was also some like get the fuck out type of energy. Where does it stand right now between the two of you?
You first.
Yeah, you go.
I think I'm over it. It's fine. It's just annoying. That's all. I think I expressed myself via edits to where I'm not mad anymore.
That's your love language, a nice edit.
Correct. Or 2.
And how about you?
I'm over it as well. I cared more about like the conversation that we were having man to man, because you could like make edits, say whatever the fuck you want on Twitter.
But you could say man to man, then you could be like, well, I didn't do it, but I could have done it, and if I did it, then I would be sorry. I don't think that's really man to man. It's not like very direct.
No, like when we sat here and we talked.
A lot of that happened too.
Okay, so like, are you over it or?
I am, but you're saying you did like a full-fledged apology, which Rowan said earlier. I don't know if you can get that credit.
All right, like he made his edit, posted it like he was not here. I was looking for him, not even because of the edit. I just wanted to talk to him and like kind of just squash it. And then he came back. We came down here, and I feel like we've put it behind us. Like yesterday, we were chilling, we were having a good time. And I think it's very clear that you and Jackie have something, and I don't want to get in the way of that. And I truly do apologize if I truly apologize for overstepping.
No, we're all good. And again, I'm not trying to be like, no one touched Jackie.
Right, it's just, as I said, and like as we've learned, like, look, I'm touchy, I'm flirty, I dance, but like I have no intention to get with Jackie, and I'm starting to realize like that's not even the problem.
Yeah. But
Dante, how do you see this drama as an outsider? Like, what's your 2 cents on it as a clear head?
Man, it's drama.
Well said.
Nah, I'm just trying to stay out of all this stuff and calm everybody down when things start to escalate. That's all. I'm not involved in it, so I'm not trying to get in the middle of anything.
Tommy, who do you think is like in the right, or like how would you gauge these two perspectives?
I think that Nicky Smokes I don't believe that he was trying to hook up with Jackie. I do think that like there is an element of eventually it's just like let them do their own thing more. Like, and I really don't think he was hitting on her. I think he's just drunk. But it's like, you know, her and Danny are clearly vibing. Maybe let them do their own thing a little bit more. But I don't think it was like malicious intent from Nicky. But I see why Danny was like, come on, man, like throw me a bone. But honestly, I think right now, like I believe his apology right now.
Same.
So I think it's legit.
We have our Flash IV moment of the week, and the Flash IV moment of the week was just Kadic being an absolute animal the entire time, just popping the top. We might even have just a little mini edit of it just to watch.
I don't think he's available to hang out tonight. Maybe.
I can't believe I did that. That's your fault. That is unbelievable.
I need a house in the hills. Still been 10 toes down. Impatient right now. I double up when it go down. I run it up when they slow down. You better talk to me nice.
Oh, breathe.
They better talk to me nice, so when they hear
that boy's moving.
Triple the price. If they wanna work, they gotta get right. They gotta get taxed. They gotta get back. Out of my ends, I link with my friends. We do it again. I got a whole other vision ahead, and I came for blood, so I aim for that.
Is this you, Ron?
No, God no.
I thought this was Ron singing. That's when I walked in, with my tendies.
I'm just bawling my eyes out.
I was just really happy with my tendies.
The flashback of the week is presented by Body Armor Flash IV. Work hard, hydrate hard with Flash IV. Bree, on the first day, you were kind of saying that deep down, Katic might be your type.
Oh, when we were talking outside? Yeah, I just like a big guy.
Yeah. Big guys are in right now.
Yeah.
The big back is big back season.
I meant tall.
She said if I was 4 inches taller.
Yeah, 6'8", but he's 6'4". Yeah.
Damn.
I know.
So is there, and then there was a kiss that was shared. Is there anything there, or just maybe for fun?
I think that's just like how Capags rolls.
Yeah, Capags.
Yeah, that's just what we do.
That's our name, Capags.
And what's your kid's name? What's your son's?
Frederick,
Freddie,
type shit,
Capags. Yeah.
I love his middle name.
So easy to root for.
Wow, what a kiss.
That's sick.
A beautiful
Why did we
kiss.
kiss like that? Like
That's so sick.
It's my new log.
If you would have asked me what if that was ever going to happen, I wouldn't have told you that in 100 years.
I'm glad.
And how do you feel that it did happen?
I'm elated. Pumped. Got a kiss from Pags, dude.
Capags, baby.
That is so nice. And so then we got to Saturday, and Saturday seemed like it couldn't get more explosive, but somehow there were also fireworks on Saturday. A nice hibachi dinner, some water guns into Mouse. Obviously, you guys had a more calm night, but it turned into something a little bit more concrete. You guys kissed on the mouth.
Guilty.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
When they did that, the transfer of sake into each other's mouths, that was one of the hottest things I've ever seen.
It was hot. It was hot.
Like I was.
It was my birthday wish.
It was awesome.
28th birthday wish.
But sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're allowed. This should be a conversation. Everybody's allowed to talk whenever they would like to talk. And then Ella, we got to see like a lot of dancing. Yeah, I think people don't give you enough credit for your ability to pull out some dance moves.
Dude, I know. I've been a dancer my whole life, and like I can shake ass and stuff. So I really don't get enough credit.
Type.
Yeah, what's the move like the kind of like where you're like kind of punching the air like a really like wide stance? You're like
Yeah, I don't really know what that is. I kind of just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Thanks.
different. It's fun.
She was doing the splits on stage last night.
Oh yeah, my pussy was out. That sucked because I was wearing a dress and then.
That's not what I meant. But while you were on stage singing, you kept jumping and doing splits, which was very impressive.
Yes, but then my dress ripped open. I was like, God damn it! Now I look like some big back fat ass. Like, It was just.
You don't look like a big back fat ass.
Thank you.
But if you did, it is the season of the big back, as we just established.
Yeah, honestly,
so it's it's good.
I'm
Who gives a
owning
fuck?
it.
Yeah.
I'm owning it if I do.
And then both of those nights, Tommy Smokes somehow, as Rico Bosco put it, had more blondes around him than the Eminem video at the VMAs. What was going on with that? Tommy the blondes, the blonde magnet. Tommy, what's going on with that?
Guess I got a type, or blondes like me. I like blondes. Just a lot of really fucking good girls down here on the shore. And just getting to know as many of them as I can. What's their name? What do they do for work? Where do they come from? What makes them tick? Where do they see themselves for 5 years from now? All that type of stuff is just what you want to find out.
Brianna, what do you think the appeal of Tommy Smokes is? Like, what do you think that, why does he do so well?
It's Tommy. He's America's sweetheart. He's just, he you know what? You're not.
Are people saying?
You're unintimidating. He's unintimidating.
He's approachable.
He's an approachable man. So you're like easy to, if you want to feel safe, you go to Tommy Smokes.
Yeah, that's a good.
I love that. That's great.
That's a good sell.
Safe.
And then
horny.
Last night, the one woman, she didn't even want to be on camera. So you don't even have to worry about the ulterior.
So hot. Like, no, this girl was so hot. If she was on camera, people would be stunned.
This is the coolest fucking girl I've ever met. I almost took her from Tommy, I think.
There was a time we were upstairs and they were, Una and her were sitting on the couch a little too much for my liking. I was like, Una, come on.
I had to come up with a reason to go downstairs. I was like, I'm going to go get a fucking iced tea. Fucking bye, guys.
She didn't want to be on camera because of her job, and I think she thought I was an accountant for the first 2 hours we were speaking to each other.
Which makes it even crazier that she just liked you for you.
She thought people were taking pictures with him because of how good of an accountant she was. Her words.
Yeah, we were walking out of the... No.
She said that.
We were walking out of the bar, and she was like, "Why are people taking pictures with you? I thought you were an accountant." I said, "Honey, I ain't no accountant."
He had Dante fooled for. This is a 10-minute bit that he was hanging out with Sabrina Carpenter, and Dante completely believed it.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you see Tommy hanging out with these girls, and it becomes believable that he could have been with. I don't think Sabrina Carpenter's off the table.
I'm also trying to manifest. Like, imagine she saw this clip or something, and then she sees it. She's like, "Wow, that guy's pretty handsome and funny and cool and unintimidating. It makes me feel safe."
And you get like a Danny edit or something like that. Like, you know,
I do want somebody to make a Daddy's Home edit of me. I've been asking for that for a while. Where it goes, "Daddy's Home," and it just clips of me like being the man.
That sounds so nice.
Yeah.
That sounds really nice. It was a lot of people meeting strangers. Was that the kind of the night when everybody branched out the most? Seemed like you had some girls.
Last night or Friday?
Last night. Seemed like you brought some girls home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was branching out a little bit.
Yeah. I think it's good to mix it up because, like when it's just all of us all the time together and like shit gets taken out of context. Like, oh, he's trying to bang her or do this, do that. And like this, like you just. Like
dude,
said,
did you like
spread
not
out
have a
bit.
threesome though?
Huh?
No, I you had a threesome.
I didn't have sex with either of them, but like we did go in my bedroom. We like did like a 3-way makeout for a little bit, and then that was pretty much it.
Annika, I need to know how this makes you feel because actually, let's watch the clip of these women walking into the house past Annika, which I thought you, for that one moment, put on a very brave face and said a nice hello to them.
Well, I mean, he to be fair, he did nothing wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. Why would I be mad at them? And honestly, why would I be mad at him about that specifically? Like, we were put in a situation where they're essentially telling us, like, yeah, go hook up with whoever, whatever. It's unfortunate we're in the same house, but we are broken up, so he can do his thing, and I'm happy for him. Obviously, it's not great to see. It's probably awkward more than anything.
Let's watch the clip.
Hello, how are you?
Did that feel pretty awkward in the moment?
Well, I had already like walked home behind them from the bar on accident. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that was a little more awkward.
So I have some user comments. One of them is, Nicky Smokes is so full of shit. This is Tim from Highland Park. Says, Nicky Smokes is so full of shit. He uses his quote-unquote love for Annika as a reason he would never creep on Jackie. Then the very next night brings home 2 randoms in Annika's face. You don't love Annika, you're using her.
I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to answer this for you because I don't know if you're going to give an honest answer to this. I think, and this is going to sound crazy, I think he is so wildly in love with me. I think the 2 girls he brought home was because you saw me flirting with someone else, and so you automatically turned around and 5 minutes later was with girls.
I think the first part of your answer was correct in terms of like me being in love with you, but last night, like especially like after all the Danny shit, I was just in my head like talking negatively about myself, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go out there and let it rip. And I feel like they were trying to get a reaction out of me, like because I saw you and talking to him, but I truly in that moment for the first time was like, oh, like this doesn't really bother me. And then Bree came up. She's like, "Yeah, like my friend's gonna fuck Annika," and like they recorded it, but they never posted the clip. And I was like, "All right, like cool." And he was the fucking boy. Like he was the man. I fucked with him. Like I.
But do you tell somebody that they can fuck the girl that you love?
But it's like, here's my thing. It's that I know like where Annika's at in terms of we're not getting back together. So it's like, how am I gonna just sit here and like just keep doing it to myself over and over and over again?
Doing what to yourself?
Like obviously, like if he actually fucked her, like would I feel some type of way? Like yes, but like we were all vibing. It was.
So you're saying that as a defense mechanism because you actually care, but you want to make it seem like you don't care.
Yeah, like yesterday was just like, you know what, like I'm just letting go of everything. Like anything like that could happen that's gonna get like a reaction on me. Like I don't want to entertain it. And I didn't even.
Here's the bummer, Nick. I go out of my way to try to make sure that you look good in front of cameras. I talk to you behind closed doors to make sure that you get your shit figured out. You don't take my advice, totally fine, but you do the exact opposite. You do things on camera to try to piss me off. I try to do things out of respect for you. Out of respect, I would have never hooked up with him last night, and you literally go out of your way to try to hurt me.
I didn't go out of my way to try to hurt you. Like,
you absolutely, I know exactly why you got with those girls. I'm 100,000% sure why you ended up with those girls was because I was with Noah.
That's not true, but.
Do you feel like he treats you like an object?
I think, especially more recently, I've noticed how disgusting the way he talks is sometimes, disgusting for lack of a better term. And I don't think he treats me like an object because I don't let that happen.
But if he's saying you can fuck her.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. The way he talks is disgusting. I hate the way he talks about me, and that's that.
Here's another one. Dave from Milton says, I don't know what Annika sees in Nicky Smokes. First of all, he's gross. Second of all, he treats her like shit. He must have a 14-inch dick that works like a Theragun, but even so, she's better than that and deserves better.
Yeah, all true.
All true.
I mean,
okay.
Realistically, the reality of the situation, I told him I don't want to get back together. So the people online who have commentary about me, which is not true.
Okay, when you said all true, I thought that you meant, okay, got it. It works like a Theragun, though.
That's a hog. 14 inches.
So where do you guys stand? I mean, you're about to have to get onto a flight back to Chicago. There's going to be no cameras around. And then does a reality set in? Or is there a point where you want to just go and be with someone if he's going to go and be with someone? Do you feel reciprocating love for him?
No, No, I'm not going to try to get with anyone. That's just not my game plan coming into this. In terms of where we stand, I've had my fill of you for now, but that's just like, I just want some space away from you, I guess, which will be nice to have a few days where we're not literally sleeping in a house together.
Ella, you were nodding along when Annika was saying some of that, kind of affirming her feelings about Nicky. What's your thoughts on the situation?
I just think like the internet perceives it wrong because Nicky's like internet persona is like sort of like douchebag, fuckboy, like nothing bothers me. But I actually think it's like the complete opposite. I think that he is like the more emotional one, and I sort of like probably agree with Annika where like even if he thinks now like that he didn't bring those girls home to sort of get back at her, like I don't think that he would even know in the moment that that's why he was doing it. Like, he's just more of like an anxious, emotional person, and like Annika lets it like roll off her back, and she stands up for herself when she needs to. But yeah, I think that sorry, Nikki, but I think you're more of like a little bit irrational and impulsive just because you just like overthink everything, you know?
Yeah, you don't have to apologize, and I think that is a major flaw, and I think you brought up a great point when you said, like, in the moment, I didn't think I was doing it to get back at her, and subconsciously, like, maybe I probably did. But look, like, I just feel like there's no way for me to phrase or say anything, because, like, the way it looks is that I saw her flirting with some dudes, so then I was like, no, what, here, let me just bring 2 birds back and like, let's go fucking run a threesome, because like, that's fucking Nicky Smokes. Like, that fucking blonde girl was Kadic's homegirl, and then the other brunette just like came up to me and we started dancing, and I was like, yo, like, let's leave. And then we ended up just all walking back in the same room. It's not like I was like, oh yeah, like, come here, shorty, like, yeah, you too, like, let's just fucking get out of here and bounce. Like, we were sitting there vibing for like 30-40 minutes, and then it happened.
Nick, you act like this isn't the persona you create for yourself,
Annika,
though. You're like, it's just Nicky Smokes and his 3 sides. It's like, well,
no,
yeah,
I know the persona I created.
Yeah.
I'm aware of that. And like, me and you talk about this all the time. Like, this isn't.
Well, the first night there's video of you telling a story about how you banged 3 girls in a day. And so I think that that's kind of what you're talking about.
I mean, everything that comes out of your mouth, not everything that comes out of your mouth, but when cameras are on, a vast majority of what comes out of your mouth is sex related. You do have this persona of sex.
Feels good.
Sex. Okay. Good for you. I don't know.
Dante, I'll let you kind of give us a paternal look at all of this as you perceive it. You want everybody to get along. What could they do to get along better? How could they get on the same page?
This has been very like therapeutic, though. I'm not gonna lie. Hearing Annika and Nick talk at a normal level and not interrupt each other and actually make really good points, I think is way better than them screaming at the top of their lungs in the upstairs hallway at 2 a.m, which I don't think is, I mean, obviously the internet loves it and it's great for the show, but I don't think it does anybody any good. So yeah, trying to de-escalate that in the actual heat of the moment. Yeah, I like everybody here. Like, genuinely, I think everyone here is, you know, good people, and I just want everyone to get along and leave here in one piece at the end of the month.
Danny?
I think people need to realize that Dante thought he was originally signing up for Surviving Barstool. It kind of could be seen as the same thing, and not only that, but he did a follow-up email to Dave Portnoy making sure he was part of this cast. And then once it was revealed who else was on the cast, he started putting the pieces together and saying, wait, maybe this isn't like a game show.
Dante might be America's sweetheart, actually. I think that there's definitely...
What is your fucking angle here, buddy?
Tommy, you could be self-proclaimed America's sweetheart.
Self-proclaimed. Right, fine. If you said it.
Well, this is only week 1. I think that it's only right if we let Kadic send us off with like a pump-up speech or something like that to be like, hey, the rest of the summer...
We've been through some shit this weekend. We had to look at ourselves in the mirror, not the house of mirrors that Tommy was in the other day.
Yeah, killed that.
But we had to look at ourselves in the fucking mirror and see what we're about. Are we just going to fucking put our tail between our legs and go back to the office and like, no, we're going to come back here week after week, fight, fuck, and party, and we're going to keep doing it. Oh, we're going to run through your face over and over and over and over again. And then, when you're down on the ground, we'll fucking run you over again. Like, this is what the fuck we do, dude. I'm not about this bullshit. I was in no fucking drama this weekend. I don't give a fuck about it. All I want to do is bring vibes, energy, and face fuck people. Let's go, dude. See you guys on Thursday, man.
Barstool Beach House. Make sure you follow on all socials. You'll be able to see everything every weekend, and we'll be back right here next week for another recap show. See you then. Good job, everyone.